In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runs. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Quarterback keeps it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. The Tar Heels brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
They'll run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On the 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hey. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender. Oh, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They move the tight end all over. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he loses the football. Defense falls on the...
Pick that bitch off. Hit his ass. Ain't no challenge, nigga. How you get 3 timeouts in the first half?
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
What is wrong with this nigga 89? Like, like what? Nigga started off the game on bullshit. I could have just not played the nigga. Gonna do all that? Take him off from the slot shit too. Like what? What is y'all talking about? Literally anybody. Like, you don't gotta play this nigga.
Job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On the option. Now the pitch.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks.
Quarterback hurt? Come on, man. I think the damn commission got my fucking injuries up.
Good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking
Back
missile?
up
He was
and
on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll take it himself. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
A simple play, simple gain. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard
Halliburton be fucking dancing too damn much. Shooting fucking ball, nigga. What's fucking wrong, man?
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
Ready for the wild formation. Come on, buddy.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
That's cool.
He'll pull it down and run.
We'll take those, buddy.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back?
This is coming. This is coming, cousin.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Amaro. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
North Carolina 7, Nebraska 0.
The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Comes out throwing on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He throws one to the left. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
So much Wi-Fi lag and that shit working perfectly fine. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking.
The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a
yeah.
In every possession, seems like it could switch.
Yeah, I'm just bullshitting with you, though.
Just feels like they just
I know how that shit is.
For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the same either.
Pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
There is a very high standard and a high bar of playing defense at Nebraska. You always
niggas got to tighten up, though, man. Niggas got to tighten up.
Right here, he fits into that. Because of his speed, you saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Touchdown, Huskers!
I was making fucking audibles. Press wire. I pressed triangle and damn Hicks. This nigga threw it. Fucking.
What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what.
Yeah. Nah, fact. That's fact. Niggas was from. I give you that. But that was on me. Not even that's on me. The games be on bullshit. I be making damn fast fucking hot routes. I guess that time it just ain't working.
The extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Nebraska 14, North Carolina 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the air. It's Amaro. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 14, North Carolina 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
First down for this offense. Complete to start this drive. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Quick release on the RPO. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Oh shit, the Knicks won. This damn Pacers won. What the fuck? Hey, that nigga Halliburton different. I'm watching that bitch too. Nah, I'm watching that bitch too. That's OD. That's OD. Yeah.
Well, that's why this running game
damn, nah, that's OD.
This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss.
Oh, damn, that's a 2.
Speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Tar Heels will have it first and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to him, showing the arm strength down the left side.
I ain't gonna. I'm about to concede this bitch.
Kicked off for the 4th time today.
I gotta go to my girl.
Not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense.
Put on the line. Damn, Halliburton.
In this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
No, that nigga Halliburton different. I can't even. You can't hate him.
They
That
keep it
nigga.
on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As an
I
offense,
don't know. I done seen some good shots.
had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have
Ray Allen shot live was kind of OD too.
ice this game.
He was a little younger then. That
The
shit
last
was.
two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Amaro. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. How about
I
that?
was say, God, I won't even. I thought you was out.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And that is his 5th interception.
You got it, man. I'm about to concede
Try
this.
for 6, he'll be lucky.
Man, that was OD. GG's though, man. GG. Fuck. Wish she was coming.
You didn't know.
You did, so I can call you at 11. See if you was sleeping.
Stayed a little bit later today, but I definitely should have got falling asleep.
Sure. I was going to invite myself over, but I don't want to hold you up.
Say one more time.
Said I was going to invite myself over, but I don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, because I didn't come over until 12 o'clock.
No, I literally just finished my game. I really was going to call you, but it's okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
Let's do tomorrow. You come over early. You hate me. You like seeing me lately, don't you?
No, I want to see you first thing in the morning.
You at work on Friday?
Not too long.
Oh, why'd you take off? What you got going on?
Not too long.
Oh, that's nice. You work from home on Friday. Hopefully, inshallah. Knock on wood.
Lucky you.
Lucky you that you're off.